Our topic this afternoon is From Reactive to Proactive and is presented by Stefan Steinley, who is the EVP and Head of Customer Support and Cloud Lifecycle Management at SAP. As usual, I do request that your mics are muted and that your video cameras are switched off. Any questions, comments that you may have can be shared within the chat, as this will be monitored throughout. Do note that this presentation and recording will be made available on our website after the session. Kindly just allow us a 24-hour turnaround to ensure that it is loaded on our website, and you'll be able to find it under member downloads. I now hand over to you, Stefan, and I say enjoy, everyone.
Yeah, thank you so much. And thanks for the very warm welcome and a nice introduction. It is a great pleasure for me again to speak with the African User Group Association and the members. It was a great opportunity, I must say, back in June at the biannual conference to host one of the SAP keynotes and, speak and discuss a little bit about SAP's product strategy, our strategy, also how we help our customers along their transformation journey, and also to see and understand a little bit the specifics which you are having in terms of your respective market environments. And for that reason, we have also said, let's not wait another 2 years until there is the next conference, but let us really talk constantly, all throughout this time. And for us, of course, it's exciting times as well in our industry, in the world of software, as you all know. AI is shaping everything and is redefining everything. And those are also the times where we, from an SAP perspective, really need to and want to constantly speak and engage with our customers, with the user groups, to learn and understand how we can help you moving forward and driving those changes and those transformations in your respective businesses. So in that regard, a great opportunity. And I'll split today's session into 2 parts. First of all, I am going to give you a little bit of an update on SAP's overall product strategy. It has evolved and reshaped again a little bit after our event in June, for those of you who have maybe had an opportunity to join it and see it. So there is a couple of new elements of our product strategy which I would like to introduce. And then I'm gonna move to the topic of what do we do from a customer support perspective at SAP in order to support our customers on their transformation journey and make sure that all of those projects and all of those ongoing running operations of SAP-centric landscapes are as smooth, as simple, and as effortless, actually, as possible. Yeah, I have already, of course, mentioned, these are exciting times, right? Some of us see significant challenges in today's world, macroeconomical situation, and so on, which lead, of course, to uncertainties in our business. But very honestly, we from SAP see tremendous opportunities for our customers, for our clients, because we really believe that AI is reshaping a lot how we are going to work in enterprises going forward. And this opens up massive new opportunities from our perspective. And well, there are a lot of, I would say, experts out there who try to predict a lot about what is going to happen in the future and by 2030 and whatsoever. I would personally like to take a very pragmatic approach. The approach which I want to take is to really, take a look at what is the impact which AI is having on our daily work, on the daily work of our end users in our respective organizations. And how does that shape up, and what do we have very concretely already today in terms of our product strategy available actually for our customers? I think let's take a very practical approach towards AI, and let's really see how we can make it a reality in your respective businesses, rather than talking about some forward-looking things. And I think one thing is very important, and I've mentioned it already. We have to keep the end users in mind, because actually we believe, and this is what we are seeing already today, what I am seeing when I speak about my own business, about customer support at SAP, we see that AI is already a reality for every user experience that we are having, for every end user that we are supporting with our IT systems, with our IT solutions. And I think there is one second very, very important paradigm. I think we have all understood the role and the value of data along that entire journey. So we absolutely believe that every enterprise is a data company, and using the data in the right way, making it available, making it accessible for those advanced AI-driven business applications and embedding them also into those AI-driven user experiences. This is something which we believe is very, very important. So those are actually the two main paradigms that are important to us. And when we now really translate a little bit, what does that actually mean for our teams that we support with our software, to whom we provide our business software? We really believe that in the age of agentic AI, AI is really a teammate for many end users that are using SAP software. And there's often the question out, of course, what happens with AI? Does it replace jobs and whatsoever? And there are some companies out there who are very proud telling, hey, with the help of AI, we have been able to generate efficiencies and automate tasks and to replace a certain amount of people also, with the help of those AI automations. We really actually absolutely believe from an SAP perspective that AI, and specifically the opportunities which agentic AI provide, are really helping and augmenting people, human experts and human expertise, and that when AI and humans really collaborate in joint teams, that this is actually the future, which is helping much more than just automations and replacing people. From a customer support perspective, just to give you also one very concrete example, and I'll talk about that, of course, in much more detail a little bit later on with the help of some colleagues. From a customer support perspective at SAP, there is, of course, also the question, if AI and agentic AI can answer tickets from our customers in an automated way, do we then use the time which we save for our support engineers in order to replace them? Or do we rather give them time to focus much more on those complex value-adding tasks, really understanding in depth the challenges which our customers are reporting, giving them more time, better tools to analyze those complex issues and to find really individual solutions for our customers? And that is actually the way which we are going at SAP, and which I believe a lot of companies are taking as well, using AI, of course, for efficiencies, but then also use these efficiencies to provide a better customer experience to your respective end customers as well. So that is a little bit how we see the role of AI in today's world. And for those of you who have seen the one or the other SAP keynote, for example, at the event which we've had in Sun City in June, or maybe at our Sapphire event in May this year, or maybe also at TechEd this year, which is just a couple of weeks ago, our famous flywheel at SAP, where we say the integrated business applications, the business data, and the business AI come together, fuel and infuse each other, and make each step of the process a little bit better every time this flywheel turns around. And this is absolutely something we are convinced of. And I also want to explain a little bit why we are convinced of that. Because if you now take an opposite approach, and this is something which we are hearing from some customers who say, hey, you know what? I take the business applications from SAP because this is what SAP is good at. But AI, I do with, some generic AI capabilities that are out there in the market that are not tied, to the business software provider like SAP and others. What you then have to do absolutely is you then have to build those data integrations yourself, right? And it's not only the data that you have to expose to the AI. If you really use AI to improve your business processes, which you run with your business applications, then you also need to build and run and maintain continuously all of those data and also action integrations, because otherwise you don't have a benefit for your business processes, right? So that is leading to a very, very complex world if you disconnect and decouple the application and the data layer from the AI layer, then actually as IT organizations, we have to spend a lot of effort to build even additional data and action integrations, which is certainly absolutely not what we want to achieve and what we want to do. In addition, we would also have to establish additional roles and permission frameworks on the AI layer on top and in addition to the existing roles and permissions frameworks that we have on the apps and data layer as well. So that is certainly also additional effort which the IT departments together with the business have to spend when there is no integrated way of dealing with apps, data and AI. And then of course comes the question, also from some of our customers or some companies we speak to who say, yes, business applications from SAP, all great, but for the data layer, I have some other strategy, I have something else. And then, of course, you need to have even additional integrations from your application layer to the data layer. You have a separation of the data points, have certainly integration, synchronization issues, have issues in terms of the semantical differences between the data in the different connected applications. And that makes the world for IT departments certainly even more complex. And that is, I would say, the one or the main reason why we believe that if our customers run the applications, the business data and the business AI in an integrated, seamless and aligned way, that this is really bringing significant benefits and also much more benefits than when you run those layers separately. And we are absolutely also convinced that if your business AI layer has the broadest context of the company, the corporate you are running, actually, if your business AI understands the entire enterprise, that then this also provides actually the deepest value. So that is in a nutshell a little bit why we are promoting the strategy which SAP has launched and rolled out at the beginning of the year to say, we believe that our customers have the greatest value when they have the integrated business applications from SAP. You all know, of course, the different elements and components of our business suite and of our business applications. When you then have a seamless business data layer from SAP as part of our business data cloud, and also the business AI capabilities that we deliver all out of one box and all understanding your entire enterprise. And then, of course, providing the deepest value out of the AI. Now, this is certainly something which comes with a lot of capabilities which our customers need. And the one element in our product portfolio which delivers those capabilities, actually a little bit the glue beyond and between all of those elements, is our business technology platform, which brings actually along the extensibility, along the integration, and along the automation frameworks, all of the capabilities which we believe our customers need to make that really a reality. And when I now speak about reality, this is something which also some of you may remember from my keynote in June in Sun City. When we explain this strategy to our customers and to prospects and also to analysts, a lot of them say, this is fantastic, but I have a certain starting point. I have a certain existing landscape. I have like my 10, 15 ECC on-premise systems, some software from other providers. I have a few cloud applications, maybe already loosely connected, but how do I now get to this bright new world? And here I want to remind all of us on the call here, and this is already a very significant part of the customer support portfolio of SAP, that we have a methodology, that we have tools, and also a lot of content which we deliver as part of our product portfolio as well. So we have SAP Cloud ALM as what we call the transformation execution platform, with which from onboarding towards implementation projects, towards complex or non-complex migration and upgrade activities, towards really running and continuously operating cloud landscapes. We have all of those capabilities as part of SAP Cloud Application Lifecycle Management, and this is fully integrated in our business transformation management portfolio with SAP Signavio for the process management, with Lean AX for system landscape and architecture management, and of course the capabilities which I have mentioned in the BTP, but also of our partners where we have a couple of also very powerful integrations to our integrated tool chain. So this is actually the tooling that helps our customers moving from today's world into the future based on the integrated tool chain, as we call it. And this is already, I think, a first step towards explaining our customer support strategy at SAP, which we are having. But before I come maybe to the full picture of SAP's customer support strategy, let me make it a bit real and let me maybe really explain it by a very concrete example. And I think this session here today is a very timely one because what is happening tomorrow? Tomorrow we have Black Friday, then we have Cyber Monday, and we have the famous Cyber Week coming, where a lot of the retailers across the world, consider these days, specifically Black Friday, as the most important day of the year because traffic on the physical but also on the web stores is exploding. There are a lot of promotions, discounts, and whatsoever. And there is a lot happening. And this is, of course, for many retailers across the world, this is the one day where they make most revenue. And of course, from an IT perspective, this is the time where absolutely no disruption is allowed, right? And from an SAP perspective, we really have been thinking about how do we support those critical points in time, those critical moments for our customers. How do we support them in the best possible way? Because what we absolutely do not want to do from our perspective, we absolutely don't want to sit there on Black Friday, increase the capacity in our technical support team and wait until our customers report the issues. And then, we have a lot of time pressure to solve those issues in the fastest possible way. This is certainly not what we want to do. What we actually really want to do is we want to be ahead of the curve. And we really want to make sure that on the day when, there is the traffic increasing on the systems, that everything is prepared already and everything is fixed already. And all of the potential risks have been mitigated already. So actually what we want to do is we want our technical support engineers, we want them to just actually sit there and do their normal business on that day on Black Friday. And this is what we call at SAP actually preventive support. This is also a little bit the evolution that we have taken over the past couple of years, moving from reactive support in the way I have described it right now. We wait until customers report an issue, and then of course we do our best to handle this issue in the best possible way. We want to move from that situation to a situation where we are ahead of the curve and where we make preventive support and preventive customer care actually a reality. And we will see a little bit with this concrete example of Black Friday, Cyber Monday, the famous holiday season as we call it, but also we will see a little bit in more detail later on how we evolve on that entire journey and even enable more scenarios in terms of preventive support. And when I talk about preventive support, this is actually embedded into a full-fledged concept and strategy for customer support at SAP, which includes a couple of elements which actually, where a lot of the things which I have mentioned in the last 20 minutes really come together to a consistent, coherent and holistic picture as well. And first of all, it is what we call effortless support. Effortless support is really about when there is an issue happening, we solve it as fast as possible. When there is an existing solution to an issue which our customers are experiencing, we want to proactively inform our customers about it. But we also want to prevent issues from happening. We really want to understand, are there certain trigger points? Is there certain data in the systems which indicate that our customers could potentially run into an issue? And we want to prevent that issue first place, even before the customer, the end user, realizes that. Preventive support. What we also want to do as part of SAP's customer support is we want to give what we call rich empowerment to our customers. Rich empowerment means we don't only want to give our customers an opportunity to report issues to us, but we also want to give our customers the opportunity to self-serve. A lot of offerings that we have as part of SAP's enterprise support, where we do quality checks for our customers, where we have some remote services that help our customers understand, is my system landscape in a good state? Are there some potential issues I should pay attention to? And then, of course, are there any experts from SAP that can help me resolving some of those things? So all of that is available as part of the SAP enterprise support and what we call rich empowerment here. We also want to make sure that we provide really a seamless experience to our customers. Actually, I am heading a certain organizational unit at SAP. I'm heading a unit which is called customer support and cloud lifecycle management. But actually, I don't want our customers to know about this. I just want to make sure that we within SAP, with the various organizations and departments that we are having that support our customers, that we support you in such a seamless way that you don't know, am I now talking with someone from support, from cloud operations, from other cloud delivery teams, maybe from the infrastructure teams or so. Actually, we want to take away that complexity from you, and we just want to make sure that we are here for you, whatever the need and the service intent you are having. And I have also mentioned we have the integrated tool chain. We have tools like our transformation execution platform, SAP Cloud ALM, application lifecycle management. We have a lot of rich migration and upgrade tooling and so on, which we provide to our customers. And this is what we summarize under the umbrella of guided transformation. And all of those things, all of those elements coming together really make up SAP's overall customer support offering for you, for our customers, which is what we believe a very value-rich support offering from SAP, much more than just the opportunity for our customers to report issues to us. Really something which comes from preventive, proactive, and also, of course, still including reactive support offerings. Now, when we look at what is actually the binding element between all of those things, and that is actually really for us in customer support at SAP, that is really a lot of AI capabilities that we have implemented over the past couple of years in SAP support offerings as well. And those AI offerings and agentic AI capabilities that we have, they really make our support from SAP in many, many ways invisible to our customers. Think of the issue prevention that I have mentioned. When we identify certain metrics, certain data points, or certain events in your cloud tenant with SAP, when we identify that early on, and when we take the right countermeasures early on, then support becomes actually invisible for you, for our customers, because you don't even realize that there was maybe a potential issue on the horizon, which we have fixed even before you have realized it. Empowered support is that we give you everything into your hands in order to manage your transformation, in order to manage your SAP-centric landscape in the best possible way, and always be ahead of the curve when it comes to, is my system landscape healthy? Is there something which I have to take action? We really want to empower you proactively with all of those offerings. And of course, when it comes to what we call accelerated support, AI capabilities at SAP help us also a lot, being able to help our customers in a just faster way as we have done before. Just to mention one very small example, in the old days, our support engineers had to analyze log files manually. So, a customer reports an issue, you understand, okay, I should check the HANA log file, for example, or some integration log files. And then, of course, you have to really know how to interpret it. You really have to find the right place, the right connection points in the log files to bring them together to understand and analyze the issue and provide a solution to the customer. We have automates in place now that actually do that based on agentic AI capabilities and give our support engineers, everything at their fingertips in order to continue right away with finding the right solution for the customers. So AI is also helping us to help our customers in a faster way than we have been in the past without the help of AI capabilities. So I would argue and say that SAP's customer support is also a very, very good showcase of how we can use SAP's business AI capabilities and also SAP's business data cloud capabilities in order to transform our own business and provide a better experience to our customers at SAP. So a good SAP runs SAP showcase in the one or the other form. Now I would like to come back a little bit to the topic of preventive support, and we will also show you some of those things in the system. When we look at Black Friday and Cyber Monday last year, we don't, of course, have the numbers from this year yet. We are hoping that we can achieve even better numbers now in terms of the volumes in the next couple of working days. And our teams are very, very excited about this, of course. We have been supporting our SAP Commerce Cloud customers, and we have actually in 2024 achieved absolutely 100% uptime for these customers, 0 escalations. And from what you can see with what we call proactive cases and issues detected, it is not that there are no issues in the system due to the system loads and the peaks and so on. And of course, the number of people that try to log on the web store and all of those kinds of things. We do have those situations, but due to our preventive support activities, we have simply been able to identify them early on and remove those issues before the users have realized them. So a huge success last year. We hope it is the same or even more success this year with the help of our agentic AI capabilities of SAP. And now we are doing the following. We are rolling out and we are expanding those preventive support capabilities based on the agentic AI framework that we have established at SAP to even more scenarios. So it's not only SAP Commerce Cloud in the future that will be supported with preventive AI capabilities. And it's also not only those peak scenarios. In fact, one of the scenarios that we have at place and which we can also show to you is what we call the customer go live safeguarding. I think those are always the critical points in time for our customers, when there is a go live approaching. And what you see and realize as well when you are maybe, managers in an IT organization or when you are project managers, when the go live is approaching and then there is the testing phase and then, there is more load in the systems. And then, of course, for us, from an SAP perspective, there are usually more tickets that we are handling for these customers. So there are certain data points, data elements, there are certain indicators that would give us the information, is there maybe a go live of a customer endangered, and is there something we can do proactively from an SAP support perspective to help our customers having a smooth and safe go live. And this is a scenario which we have also launched and rolled out, and which Alexei from our Mission Control Center is now very, very happy to share with you. And with that, Alexei, I hand it over to you so that you can share your screen and guide us a little bit through that scenario. Thanks for joining as well.
Thank you very much, Stefan. Let me build on what you briefly explained with regards to the preventive support. So first of all, what we understand behind it is our strong belief that we could turn into preventive mode by being able to monitor different types of events and data. First of all, of course, the system telemetry, the system health information, ability to analyze the logs in automated way and identify the early indicators of potential risks. Then being able to match to the customer business lifecycle events. You mentioned the go lives, rollouts, but we definitely want to go further. We want to also look onto the critical business events, and in our understanding, this is of course the events where you have, for example, the critical year-end closures that need to be completed on time, or the high production or high sales periods. Matching this data and matching this data to the support history that we have over the years collected, and to be able to say, oh, this is the early indication of a risk that, if not taken care of, could turn into the business impacting incident. So we don't want to wait for this. We want to identify these early indicators as soon as possible and act on that right away. Not only seeing that something happens, but also immediately initiate the preventive actions, what that may be. So first of all, if we have a reliable answer and the quite exact remediation recommendation, contacting you with the proactive case, for example, saying, well, this is the recommendation from SAP. We see the early indication of this risk. This is what you should do. If we couldn't provide this exact recommendation reliably, then of course, we will try to analyze the situation with additional data that we hopefully could enrich while doing this analysis, also with AI capabilities that you partially mentioned. And then earlier and faster identify, validate if this is the right risk and what could we do about this. Maybe we need to simply to work with our operational teams and tune the solution. And there might be some complex situations where we require expert decision. And in this case, go to the results of our agents, go to the judgment by the expert to validate if we identified the right things and if we can do something more to help to safeguard your critical business periods. Now, today, I would like to show you one example. So this is something that is we also look onto the internal processes and where we would like, we also implement this preventive approach there. We are trying to find and improve the process, of course. We are trying to find the things that potentially could bring some challenges to your go lives if not addressed by us on time. So we are collecting the information about your critical business events like the go lives today, and in this example, S/4HANA private cloud event, collecting information about the go lives and trying to understand what are the things that are in our queue that we could do better, that require attention and we could do better. Should the agent identify the things, the agent is fully integrated in our support processes, and our SAP Mission Control Center colleague received this on table, fully integrated in his toolset for the judgment. Today, we are trying to understand if there's something that needs a certain streamline, or potentially we need to coordinate resolution between the different teams to ensure that this particular topic is critical for this event, for the go live, is addressed on time. Now, it turned to be quite successful exercise for us, and actually at the moment we are rolling out this concept to other solution areas, and we hope that this will run relatively fast because the idea is quite scalable. We have a number of topics in the pipeline where we further improve the precision of this agent and of course using the AI capabilities and actually rolling out to other solution areas as soon as possible. Now, this is rather maybe a simple example where we are looking for, but we actually looking further into the capabilities to scale out the preventive agents. We actually could consider this as a development by three complementary dimensions. So first of all, knowing more about the solution through the telemetry layer, continuous system monitoring, performance data that we have in the cloud solutions there, application correctness monitoring, and so on. The other dimension is, of course, the earlier risk identification. The earlier we catch the leading signals that something goes wrong, the more mitigation options it actually opens for us. And the third context is, of course, this business context, knowing about your business calendar, knowing about the periods where your requirements to our solutions grow even further. So the go lives, year-end closures, high sales period, high service, business peaks period, this information. So today we identify this information via collaboration with our front office teams. But actually there's a lot of other opportunities how could we could get this information, and we are start doing this. For example, We know that in many customer cases sent to SAP, you already provide the information about the go live date and also the criticality of this go live date to us. Actually, today we already have productively running the agent that extracts this data, and I think this is quite an easy task for the LLM agent. And we would like to go further. We want to persist this information and enable scalability for this approach. So being able to catch more events like this, and then go further, not only looking on the go lives, but also we have we would like to collect information about the year closures, high sales event, and this information may also be sourced out of the particular telemetry, also system support history, and so on. So we have a pipeline of different agentic solutions that we are trying to implement in parallel. And actually, our goal is to tune the support processes to your critical processes, to your critical periods, and being able to support your solution landscape at any time with even best quality. So I think, thank you very much. That's what I wanted
thank you so
to.
Yeah, thank you so much, Alexei. I think this is showing in a very, very practical way how we support our customers, not only, in a reactive way, but really preventing issues in the most critical phases, actually, for our customers. I will be sharing one more slide, and then we come already to the next exciting deep dive and demo that we have prepared. Because what you have already heard and seen is that we are using AI for many, many different capabilities at SAP in our customer support. We also use it, for example, as in terms of a voice of the customer program, where we regularly collect feedback from our customers that we get through the support interactions, cluster, prioritize, and of course, hand it over and discuss it with our development and engineering teams. We are very, very excited about our auto response agent that we have in place. Don't be afraid. Don't worry. We will not send you into endless loops with chatbots that actually don't understand your intent. But what we actually are doing already, when our agents have reached a certain confidence level, then they would autonomously actually interact with you, with our customers, and provide you the solutions that you need. And of course, at any point in time, there are our human experts that would step in as needed and as required if a problem is too complex for the agents to solve it. And also, as I have mentioned, internally within SAP, we are using AI to make the work of our support engineers more effective and more efficient, but also to break down also a little bit the silos within our company and foster collaboration for the benefit of our customers, with a lot of AI scenarios that we give to our people, to our support engineers, to our cloud operations engineers, and so on. And here we have another very, very exciting example for you of how we use AI in SAP's customer support processes. And the scenario which my dear colleague Ishmeet is going to show to you now is what we call the Support Studio. As said, something we are also very, very excited about. And with that, Ishmeet, I would hand it over to you for the next couple of minutes. Thanks for joining as well.
Thank you, Stefan. So I would like to present the Support Studio. Support Studio is the agentic platform where we would want to build these AI workflows at scale. As we just presented, that we would like to see AI as our teammate, which can solve and help and enable the engineers to solve end-to-end problems. We would like to bring this generic AI capability and use these agents to bring in and to infuse this AI specific knowledge with the support expertise, with the underlying Support Studio. The vision of Support Studio is that we would like to make this platform enable for reactive and proactive workflows, both deterministic agentic workflows And it has several components that can help us to do this. I would also like to show you one of the components that it has called the support prompt framework, which is available at the design time. So what happens is that whenever there is any trigger condition, a customer can come in and report a success factors issue, for example. The support prompt marketplace within the studio will allow you to browse through the prompts, will query the will analyze the query from the customer, and will also fetch the recommended tools. It can be a recommender engine, it can be a categorization engine, or the log analyzer, which we just mentioned. It can be a set of retriever tools which can be retrieved at runtime, and these retriever tools, it is like an agent which can call these underlying tools, these AI services, support specific services. Here, we would also show one of the services that we have integrated, incident solution matching. This is the context. This will give the context to the AI, like AI context with the underlying data and the support specific knowledge with the recommended solutions through which this issue can be resolved. This context will then help to generate an answer. This answer generation, we would want the support engineer and the users to bring in their own expertise and empower the end user to bring their customizations, not only with the help of prompts, but also to have these technical expertise from the AI developers as well. And this can be built into these intelligent workflows. Support prompt marketplace will be at design time and also at runtime, and this can be like help us to generate these AI specific responses and bring in these customized knowledge and having a personalized workflow end to end available, so that this embedded answer generated can be also provided even before the case is submitted, or after the case is submitted, it can be done in a reactive way too. So with the support studio, we envision that the end-to-end workflows can be automated, built, customized, and be run end-to-end. With this, I would also like to show you the support prompt marketplace, which is available at the design time, where the support engineers can browse through a catalog of prompts. These prompts, you can consider them as a blueprint of instructions which can be provided at runtime, and also these are curated set of instructions which can help to solve a particular case. So, given a set of example, which wherein I mentioned that the case can be provided at like there was a success factors issue that a report is in waiting status and cannot be downloaded. This is just an example, but we have more context passed in during the execution of the prompt. So, given a set of these curated prompt templates on the left, the support engineer can choose any of the prompts from these set of instructions, browse through the content, and also generate an answer with the underlying LLM model. When the answer is generated, the answer on the right side like this the prompt details can be hidden or displayed, and the answer generated can be monitored to see whether the underlying solution was good enough and the answer is grounded from the relevant solutions which have been provided in the underlying context of this instruction. This context basically provides the underlying LLM model, the instructions to solve this. But now you would also have the enablement, and you would also have this editing functionality, which can be provided for the support engineers to build their own customizations. So, for example, I would like to uh, modify this instruction to understand the customer's issue, to have a step-by-step solutions like these underlying notes which can help me solve this, and the knowledge base articles which can help me solve this issue, also analyze these notes and and knowledge base articles to verify it, provide the explanation, and then generate an answer. I am providing the instructions and also how to display it in the assistant template. Once I save it, I would also be able to run this generated answer with the new version of my template, and the answer would be generated based on my instruction. Like I would want this response format, like I provided, that the answer should provide me the note number from which it was generated, and this generated answer can be attached even before, even when the customer is typing in the query and the case is submitted. Before that, we can provide this generated answer on top, and this can help to bring in the SAP specific knowledge and also provide these generated answers in proactive workflows. I would also want to highlight the importance of the personalization and the customization this would bring in, and also the consistency and the quality, because we can embed the best practices of the prompts of the underlying AI services and also bring in expert knowledge going forward, also continuously improve it and leverage the prompt community or the support studio community, which can help us to refine our instructions, our underlying AI based workflows, agentic workflows, and we would be able to then embed SAP's collective support intelligence into agentic workflows. And this can transform how we can deliver end to end in a smarter, scalable way, and can also bring in the our expertise end to end with the support studio. So I would want to just provide this message with the support studio, and or yeah, that's all based on my demo and my topic. Thank you, Stefan.
Perfect, Ishmeet. Thank you so much also for that one. So that has been certainly a showcase, not directly accessible to our customers, but which we wanted to show you because, first of all, you benefit from it by getting a better support experience from us, from SAP's customer support. But also, I think it's a great showcase of how SAP's business AI technology can be used in order to boost actually the value that you can have for your own end users. I think a great example and something where our support engineers at SAP benefit a lot from as well. Yeah, with that, we promised to keep the presentation part to about 45 minutes. It's now been 47 minutes, which was great timing. Thank you so much to Ishmeet and Alexei again, and also Marie, to you for preparing it in such a good way that we keep the timing, which allows us still for some questions in case there are some. Then we can still take a couple of minutes to dive into the one or the other detail. I hope that you got a good understanding of how we can turn, strategy and ideas into real value for our customers with that session. And of course, much more to come in the sessions that we have lined up for December and January. And looking forward then hopefully to seeing all of you in the on-site in-person event in Kapstadt, Cape Town in March next year. That would be great for sure. All right, now let's see if there are any questions from the audience.
Hi, it's Tracy. If anyone has a question, if you'd like to raise your hand, and then you can unmute yourself. So don't be shy. You're amongst friends.
Thanks, Duke, by the way, for your feedback on the chat. It's been a pleasure to engage again. Thank you so much.
Okay, Stefan, I see no more questions or no raised hands, so I am going to close the session and give everyone back 10 minutes. On behalf of AVSAG and our community, thank you so much for your time this afternoon, Stefan, and for Alexei and Ishmeet for your for joining in and for your part of the presentation. I'm going to close the meeting. I'm going to say have a great afternoon, everyone. There will be a feedback that will be shared after the event. We do encourage you to please complete it. It means a lot to us at AFSAG. And with that, I'm going to say stay well, stay safe. I see there's a storm on its way in Johannesburg, so if you're driving, do stay safe. Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Stefan, once more.
Thank you so much again.
Thank
Bye.
you. Thank you.